Hi, today we are going to talk about the facial shapes and how the hairline and good haircut can bring the best out of you. There are three different major facial shapes. One is square, one is oval, and third is triangular. And there are three major races. One is Africans. Africans mostly have square facial shape. Caucasians mostly have oval facial shape. While the Asians have combination of both oval as well as triangular facial shape. Within the same facial shapes, there are some variations. Few people have long face, few people have round face, and few people have kind of a diamond kind of face, more prominent cheekbones. Let's first talk about the oval facial shape. In the oval facial shape, there are not much angles to the face. How you would add up some more angles to the face to bring the best out of you? Of course, if you're creating a hairline, first create an oval irregular hairline. And if you're giving a haircut, give a taper on the side and advise them to have some volume on the top. As in a situation of Sanjay, my friend, I advise him to have a taper on the side and more volume on the top. And in this cut, he looked more sharper. That doesn't mean he doesn't look good over there in the other haircut, which has more volume on the side and more hair on the top. He still looked excellent, but little bit taper cut and more volume give more angles to the face. In situation of Marcus, I just advise to have more volume on the top, as well as in Hamdan's situation, more volume on the top. Same for Abhijit Bhattacharya, singer, some more volume on the top. And they look all good, having some angles coming from top, because some volume gives some angles to the face. Now comes to the square facial shape. It is already so angular. How you would take some angles off? If you are creating a hairline, kind of a flat straight hairline, irregular flat straight hairline. And if you are giving haircut, a more taper and less volume on the top. And you must have noticed most of the Africans, they do have like that kind of a haircut that bring their facial features out because they have too much of an angles, and that kind of a look takes some angles away and give the best of the best look to them. But Asians are not used to do that. As my friend Gulshan, I have advised he has a square facial shape, beautiful square facial shape. I have advised him to have some less volume on the top. Similarly, in a situation of Jaggi, my friend, I also advise have less volume on the top. In that situation, they don't look much angular. Now come to the triangular facial shape. In the triangular facial shape, what happens? Cheekbones are much wider and the jaws over here much thinner. And then forehead is a little bit broader too. To offset that kind of a look, how you would give a kind of a oval kind of a look, advise them, number one, if you're creating a hairline, create a more round, irregular hairline. And second, if you're giving a haircut, have a little bit longer hair, advise them a side part and throw the hair on one side, a longer throwing hair on one side would just take off that more kind of a wider cheek look. In Sanjeev's situation, which is a friend of mine, I advise him that, and he looks very good with that kind of look. And you must have noticed most of the Asians, they do have a more of a kind of a part hairline. And sometimes it's a kind of like a challenging situation when you are helping because you are so used to your look. And one of the megastar was always having a side part, still looking terrific, but his jaw is so strong. I advised him to have a little bit shorter haircut on the top and throwing the hair back and more kind of a taper cut on the side and more stronger tempers, but taper cut on the side. Wow, that looks so good on him, and he's rocking for last more than 10-15 years. Now, for the variations, there are, as I said, there are long faces, oval faces, and diamond faces, and there are some other variations too. Let's talk about the long face. If somebody has a long face, You don't have to give it higher hairline to them. Bring the hairline a little bit down. At the same time, advise them to have a little bit side bangs coming on the forehead that take away the look of a long face. And in a situation of a Pancholi friend of mine, I created a lower hairline. At the same time, advise him little bit side bangs. Wow, that looks very good on him. And at the same time, if we are dealing with the diamond kind of a look, here my friend Rohit Amin was having a strong cheekbones, looks very good on him, and little thinner chin. To offset that, I created some angles over there. And if you give some volume on the side, it takes away that look of more stronger cheekbones away from the eyes, just having some volume over there. So a good haircut of little bit sider, kind of thicker hair look on the side, and throwing the hair backward, take away that kind of a stronger cheek look. And as I said, there are some more variations. Let's come to the round face. In a round face, as it is so round, if you are going to give a kind of a shorter haircut, it is going to look round. To give some angles to that face, first create a kind of a oval hairline and advise them to have more volume on the top and throw the hair backward. And the facial client of mine, he looks very, very good with that look. I have covered these kind of different facial shapes and what kind of hairline and what kind of a haircut goes with that. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments. I'll be more than happy to answer those questions. Thank you so much for watching my video.